Good morning, sad world. Um, I don't know if I can put this into the right words, but I'm gonna try. Right now, there's certain things on YouTube that I still can't talk about. There's subjects, and you know them, that I'm not allowed to speak. He who should not be named. Um, anyway, so there's sudden adult death syndrome and shit going on all of a sudden that never was going on before. And then there's just tons of heart attacks happening. Unexplainable. Or they're saying, like, oh, that was alcohol related. Huh? People don't have heart attacks, alcohol related. It's a thinner. Thins your blood. So you're less likely to have heart attacks. You have liver problems and kidney problems and fucking brain issues, but you don't have fucking heart issues from booze. Trust me, I know hardened alcoholics. Most of my family are hardened alcoholics. They have really good hearts. Or did before he who should not be named. Anyway. So now we're past that, kind of, as a society. I was just talking to this hotel, and they say all their staff are double vaxxed. Have to be. Still. And then I said, why? And they said, well, there's still a few people who are on the fringe that think that this is still scary or whatever. Well, as one of the few people on the other side, I think that mentality is fucking scary. That you're going to build society around a fringe group of a few people. You're going to set your policies around a fringe group of a few people. Tell them to stay the fuck home. Put other people's fucking lives at risk. You go home if you're so fucking scared to live. Stay there. Be agoraphobic. That's what you're called. That's what you're fucking become. That's what you are now. It's your label. But you can't dictate everybody else's fucking lives. Sorry. Anyhow. That denial that people are living in, the fact that we've let it get this far and nobody's fucking pissed off. Nobody's fucking doing anything about it. You guys are pissed off about Bud Light putting a fucking weirdo on their cans, but you're not pissed off about this? You should be boycotting the hotel chains. Taking your money away from fucking places like this that are putting people's lives at risk. I realize that that trans movement, there's parts of it, the fringe parts, who are after kids. There is. But there's no kids on Bud Light. Where's the kids there? Why are you so pissed off about that? Yeah, he's woman facing, this guy. But it's a thing right now. And they're trying to make it okay. I totally get that it's the same as blackface. But when blackface was okay, it was fucking okay. And if the women aren't the ones bitching about it, at least when blackface was a thing, black people were also oppressed and had no voice. They needed someone to step in and intercede for them at the time. Women don't. You've got more of a voice than I do. Now I realize trans women are more of a voice again, but if you were to stand together and say something, that would change, but you're not. So that's not, I don't see why the Bud Light thing is a big issue. It's not a big issue. It's not the issue of the day. It's not the battle of our time. It's not where we should be putting our foot down. It's nice that you guys are finally doing something and putting your foot down, but it's a weird place to draw your line in the sand. It's arbitrary. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Do you know what I mean? I realize it's just the straw on the camel's back, all this other stuff, right? And you just, maybe all of you are as pissed off as I am, but you just don't know what it is that you're pissed off about, so you're just going to lash out at that. Because you don't know where to go. Because there's so much. It's everywhere. Fucking it's everywhere. It's all our whole society. It seems like it is. But it isn't. It's not our whole society. It's just that fringe, rich 1% perpetrating all this on us. How did I think of it earlier? There was a cartoon I thought of. Shit. Don't you hate that? It's right there. I can almost visualize the cartoon too. It was a good one. Thought of it. This is what inspired me to do my video today, but of course I'm drawing a fucking blank. I'll try not to sell you dead airtime too much. Oh well. It's good to see that you're standing up for something, but I wish you'd stand up for something else. Oh, that's what it was. Do you remember back in the day? You might not, because you could be young, but there was this image that was sold to us of a Native American person in their traditional outfit. So one of the 10 lost tribes of Israel in a non-traditional outfit, as a matter of fact. But anyhow, he's standing on this hill and he's looking out at the dump and he's got the tear in his eyes or whatever, because his land is being destroyed by us, kind of thing, with our industrial movement. And then I got thinking about it, and that same cartoon could be done today, except you could have just a group of people, citizens, workers, no color, no race, no creed, because they're I want to say Americans, but I know people don't understand that Canada is in the continent of America. North America contains all of the United States and all of Canada. That's North America. Central America, that's like Mexico and a little bit of Texas maybe. And then South America starts at like Venezuela and Brazil and shit. And it goes down that way, and it's that other big continent down there. So Americans. So you can Chinese, black, white, whatever, Jewish and all that. You can have all the creeds there. That doesn't matter. It'd be that one's a construction guy, one's a doctor, one's a lawyer, one's a fucking pharmacist, maybe one's a cook, a cleaner, whatever, right? But he's there with vacuum, the guy that owns a big business guy, a couple of them in there that own, whatever. Business, and then have them all have a tear in their eye as they watch rich people and politicians destroy the entire country that their ancestors built, and get them to hate each other by saying, well, your ancestors, your great-grandpa worked harder than his great-grandpa, so you should get money from him and you should hate him. But then if you were to ask, well, what about our great-great-great-grandpas? Where were they all about? They're like, oh, well, you didn't even have a great-great-great-grandpa because he was in the jungle still a monkey, and as far as you guys, well, you certainly weren't our slaves. That's for sure. We weren't telling you guys that the way to become civilized and to not be slaves was to own slaves, and that you could manage these farms for us so that we could civilize you and have you become more like us. That wasn't what was going on. That's for sure. With your great-great-grandparents or great-great-great-grandparents, or even let's not focus on that. Let's focus on what was going on with just your great-great-grandparents. So we could tell you all about that, because we were still pulling the strings, but pulled ourselves away, so you can't see. We're far enough away that you can't tie the strings back to us, unless you go another 2 generations back, and then all of a sudden everything fucking falls apart. And they're like, oh, African American, you'd still be monkeys in the woods. And white people, well, you'd be picking potatoes. What the fuck? Under an evil monarch king instead of a evil fucking rich banker. It's all the things that you guys are mad about is just distraction, and you're not seeing them trample on everything that was built by your grandparents, our grandparents together. There was strife, there was hardship, there was fucking all kinds of things. There was all kinds of history that led us to this, what we have. Throwing it all away, everything that we have, and destroying it because of hardships in the past. It's fucking redundant. I don't know. I don't get it. I just don't get it. You like the paint on my sweater? I just noticed it all fucking stained all over there. It's oil-based paint too, so it's not going anywhere. But I love this sweater. It's so cozy. Nice. Fits right nice. It's got pencil holders and phone cases and all kinds of things, and extra little pockets and hidey holes and a big pouch. thick double line hood. Home Hardware knows what they're doing when they look after their team. Anyway, anyhow, yeah, I just figured I'd shoot my mouth off for a minute about that. And if that helps, that's the point of me. I don't know. You guys don't know. I'm gonna go jump in a sailboat here next year and fucking sail the world. It's kind of like I'm leaving here in like March to go. Hopefully, if everything works out. And excuse me. There's many reasons for me to do this. I'm poor, so it's the only way that I'm going to travel the world and see it. It's the only way that I would enjoy traveling the world and seeing it is being an adventurer. It's amazing, and it'll get me the fuck away from this society and let you guys, like, I can distance myself and just be like, okay, do whatever. I'm gonna watch. I'll still be doing videos, TikTok and most of them. That's where I've been putting them on there because of the trying to do those little ones, right? Van to boat life. I think that's what I am on. All hyphenated, van to boat. Or van life to boat life or something like that. Anyways, it's just whatever. I'm just doing little shorts. People love these little shorts for some reason. Just little bloop, bloop, bloop videos. So that's my bloop, bloop, bloop. There you go. But I still need to rant and rave. So unfortunately, until Rumble upgrades, you guys have to listen to me. And then I'll do shorts on here as well. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And keep all my rant and raving onto Rumble. Or maybe I'll abandon this altogether. I doubt it though, because all my music's here. Rumble's going to have to do some major upgrading. All my, because it's music I like's just mostly people like me with a guitar or an instrument redoing other people's songs and doing a better job, or a really really nice job, and putting their own little twist on it so that it's whatever theirs, and I like it. Anyway, God bless you. Have a good day, and we'll see you in the near future.